Okay guys, so welcome back. And today we're going to look at dominant 7th bar chord positions on the 6th string with the root on the 6th string and the 5th string with the root on the 5th string. So two different versions as always with the bar chords, one for the 6th, one for the 5th. And something, just a clarification if you're a little confused with all these 7ths. We have major 7, minor 7, and dominant 7. Dominant 7 is usually just written C7, G7, F7. There's usually not a distinction like major or minor before that. Don't get confused by this. I will make videos eventually about how the chords are made, like what notes are in which chords. Also, don't get too caught up on the theory, please. Just focus on feel, learn these, play around with them, let it come, let your spontaneous creativity flow, right? Your ideas flow. Don't get too caught up on what you're doing, whether it's technically right or wrong. Just go with the flow, right? Let it come. You'll learn everything as it goes. It's not important. I still don't read music, you know. I started when I was young. I learned to read a little, but it just didn't jive with me, you know. I learn by ear. I love by ear, and I like letting it be spontaneous. And it's where you come up with your best ideas. So dominant 7. Let's begin with the root on the 6th string. The root meaning the bass note. I'm going to show you in G, so that means the 3rd fret on the 6th string because the 3rd fret is a G note. Okay? That's it. So you're going to bring your index finger across the whole 3rd fret. Again, make sure it all sounds first, right, before we start adding fingers on. Then bring your 2nd finger on the 3rd string, the 4th fret, so 1 fret away from your index finger, and then skip the 4th string, bring your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, and that's the chord. So the 6th string is open meaning the 1st finger is playing it because we're barring that, right? So 6th string, 4th string, 2nd, and 1st string are all being played by the 1st finger, so they're open, right? If we slide this down, remember? If we slide it down to here, it's an E. It's the same position, see? My finger is just behind the nut because this white nut here, this white part, acts as my finger, as my index finger. If I slide that up 1 fret, that's an F, right? F sharp, G, E sharp, A. Okay? And that's it. You can move that anywhere up and down with the bass note on the 6th string. Moving on to the root on the 5th string. You're going to place your finger again on the 3rd fret. Make sure they all sound. Touch the tip of your finger to the 6th string so it's being muted as we always do. Then you're going to bring your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string. Your pinky finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. The 3rd string, 1st string, and 5th string all remain open. That's it, guys. So you can slide all the way up, all the way down. Okay, you can play anything with that, any key, and then play around with it. You know, these dominant 7th chords are so great for blues. Like you could do so much fun stuff with it. You know, like. So you can play around with so much stuff. Really, I made the video on the blues shuffle. It's the same concept that you can use that blues notes, the 1-4-5. I'll talk about that in that video, and you can use those chords for that, right? So much you can do. You know, be creative, be spontaneous. Don't let yourself get blocked in by any of the theory. Okay? It's just there to help you out. It's not there to limit you, right? And don't let it limit you. Don't let it put you in a box. Let it add to what you're creating, right? To expand what you come up with naturally, rather than let it put you in a box, right? Of what is right, what is wrong. There's no such thing, right? So, as always, guys, have fun, happy practicing. Those are all the dominant 7th bar chords. If you have any questions, need any clarification on anything, let me know in the comments, or if you'd like any videos on anything else that I haven't gone over yet. And until then, Have fun, guys. Happy practicing. See you next time.